Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. Over the past few days of the Black Ops 6 beta being live, we've actually seen several updates for the beta itself go out, fixing various things. They've also previewed several major upcoming changes for the beta itself. And so today we're going through some of the already live beta update patch notes and some of the changes to expect in the open beta weekend coming up on Friday as well. So the majority of this info is stemming from the COD Updates Twitter or X account. They've posted this initially back a few days ago with Black Ops 6 open beta early access. Players who are using the instant ADS sensitivity transition timing on keyboard and mouse may encounter unintentional ADS transition slowdowns. So when you go to actually ADS and you are fully ADS, it's way slower than it should be and it's super buggy and it's probably gonna throw you off. We recommend adjusting this to gradual, not instant, to alleviate this issue while we continue our investigation. You go to your settings, keyboard and mouse, advanced settings, ADS sensitivity timing, and then select gradual, and that should fix that for now. I imagine in weekend 2, they'll probably go through and put out a full update to fix this, but just a heads up, because I've already seen some people comment it on my videos. If you are playing on keyboard and mouse and you notice that your ADS feels kind of strange, I would recommend going through and adjusting this. They were pretty quick to get on this issue and start investigating it. We also had a full-on update go out towards the start of the beta weekend, saying a minor update has been deployed and is currently rolling out on all platforms. In multiplayer, they improved server-side stability during matches. This has been a big conversation so far, where basically the servers, they're COD servers, which means the hit reg feels weird. There's a lot of packet bursts. There's a lot of other stuttering and random hitches, and the connection just does not feel great. We know this about COD, and it's not a surprise whatsoever. I will say, first day of the beta had packet burst, had stutters, had some lag. They pushed out this update and improved the server side stability, and guess what? I had packet burst and I had stutters and I had lag, so I don't know how much it actually changed, but they do say they improved something in the back end with the servers. They also say on the main menu they addressed an issue where characters were seen without weapons in the lobby, and they improved general menu stability in case you were crashing during any specific sub menus or anything like that. So a minor update to kick off the beta, but those were some changes that ended up rolling out. And then throughout the weekend they've sort of gone through and updated various different things with some minor updates. So they say another minor update has been deployed and is currently rolling out. On the main menu, they addressed an issue in the main menu that would prevent the player stats from being fetched properly. So if you were trying to just check your stats from the last match or whatever, they wouldn't work. They've gone through, they've fixed that. Not really a huge deal, but it is what it is. Addressed an issue that took players to the main menu when attempting to remove an attachment with the remove attachment keybind. That one a lot more frustrating if you're going through trying to quickly edit a loadout or something, and then you click the remove attachment and you're back in the main menu. Got to go back in, adjust it again, and then you're probably like, oh, that was a weird glitch. Then you click it again, and then it throws you back again to the main menu, and you're like, oh, okay, I guess I can't do that right now. So they did fully update that as well. They also say update for the Black Ops 6 beta. A minor update's been deployed and is currently rolling out with UI and UX, addressed an issue that prevented some players from accessing the level 20 beta rewards with the squish and squash operators without restarting their application. So there is a general issue going on right now with some of the beta progress and getting those beta rewards. When you hit level 20, sometimes that squish and squash operator duo that you unlock for reaching level 20 just won't unlock. Some players fixed it by going through and restarting their app, and they initially had an advisory out saying, hey, if you don't have those rewards, restart, see what happens. They pushed out this update that required you to not restart. However, there is still an issue going on where it's not unlocking for some people. We'll talk about that in just a moment. And also, as we are going through all these update patch notes, all the changes to be on the lookout for as well, if you want to guarantee you are always up to date with everything going on in COD, with updates, news, everything like that, this is the place to be. So feel free to hit that subscribe button, turn on those post notifications, and if you enjoy this video, a like rating is always really appreciated. It really does help grow the channel and share the video around. And then we get to one of the larger updates of the beta, or at least one of the larger posts talking about updates with the beta, because this is in regards to Ricochet and the general anti-cheat. This has been a hot topic the past few days, especially because of, one, the fact that there are cheaters in the beta, which is a rough look, a lot of them I should add, and two, the temporary ban issue that we talked about yesterday, where innocent accounts were getting spam reported and shadow banned for a week with a temp ban. It was happening happening to pros like Shotzi. Crimsix got one as well. Like, it was a major issue. Still is, by the way. Still continuously seeing people get temp banned, but they do say Black Ops 6 Team Ricochet update is out. During the Black Ops 6 beta, we are testing features and monitoring telemetry. Team Ricochet is being proactive, a word that we haven't really heard much with Team Ricochet, is being proactive with detections during the beta to stamp out illicit and compromised accounts from all platforms. So what they're saying is if they think someone's had their account hacked and is cheating, it's going to be quick to trigger a temp ban or a shadow ban, I guess. Then also they're just being really responsive with some of the reports in game, but it's actually backfiring, it seems like, and getting so many people temporary bans even though they're not actually cheating or doing anything sus or wrong, right? The tuning for these detections are also in test during the beta. So right now, while we have a actual Call of Duty gameplay beta going on, Ricochet is in a beta section of its own, although I think you could argue Ricochet's been in a beta for some time with how it performs. The team will continue to make adjustments to reduce issues players have been experiencing while maintaining our commitment to removing cheaters. So they are saying we're going to reduce how quickly this is to temp ban, I guess, and how quickly to activate there on those shadow bans. That said, even though they put this update out, I still saw several people on my timeline from the past evening or so still get shadow banned for no real reason after getting spam reported or whatever, right? So they say they've adjusted it. They're going to continue to make adjustments to reduce this happening, but it is still happening. So much like that server stability update they dropped, sure, you can say that you did it, but the experience doesn't necessarily feel all that different. This is at least them finally somewhat recognizing and actually responding to the temp ban issue. It's not a great response, but it's a response nonetheless, and it is a slight update to the anti-cheat. I'm hoping that we see more communication like this, though, where they are actually talking about being proactive and making sure cheaters don't get into games, and instead they're able to ban them beforehand. Anyways, moving on, COD Updates also does post saying we are investigating isolated issues impacting audio prioritization that could result in lower or missing volume for some audio cues, such as footsteps, explosions, sliding, and more. So basically, there are certain overlap instances and situations going on right now where if something is going on and there's a lot of audio in your game happening at the same time, you might not have good audio volume on footsteps or on sliding and stuff like that. And that might be why footsteps sound so inconsistent in this game. I mentioned this in my general critical review video. Footsteps, sometimes I could hear them and it's like, oh yeah, I know exactly where that player is. Other times it's like, wow, this guy came up, shot me in the back. I didn't hear a thing. So the fact that they are well aware that the inconsistency is there, particularly with footstep audio, is definitely solid. Hopefully for weekend 2, we do see some updates go out for this and those other issues that have been mentioned. And speaking of updates for weekend 2, we actually got a very big one previewed. JGod was posting about how people thought about weapon levels and how long it took to max out weapons in the beta. The weapon leveling is very slow for sure. And Lawrence Metten from Treyarch actually said, we'll be buffing weapon XP for weekend 2. The current weapon leveling speeds are slower than intended. So this is fantastic news. One, just to see what the next tier of weapon leveling is going to be like, if it's actually significantly better and drastically improved, or if it's just more standard and maybe a little bit underwhelming. I think it's going to be an improvement regardless, obviously, because this, like I said, the leveling is so slow right now. But also, this gives us the ability to hopefully max out a lot of weapons and gain access to all the weapons attachments and fully test out which attachments are really worth using, which ones are a little bit more lackluster. And then maybe for launch, they can tune and adjust attachments to make them more competitive in their respective categories. So this in general is good news for a lot of reasons. Very excited to see this change take place. Also, as of this morning, we ended up seeing a new beta playlist update go live with a couple of new things here. So there's going to be a new mode with this playlist update as of today with face-off 6v6. So it's 6v6, but with some of those face-off maps in there. Then we've got the strike maps of Pit and Gala. So a little bit of change up in the content there. If you're looking to try something new, since obviously the content selection has been a little bit limited over the past few days. Keep in mind also, though, next weekend, we're going to see some other new maps and modes debut as well. And then just to close things out here, Treyarch Treyarch does now officially have a Trello board. If you are an active viewer here on the channel, you know we're always talking about the Modern Warfare 3 Trello board and the Warzone Trello board, because this is where they preview a lot of the issues, a lot of the changes, other things that they are investigating or trying to get fixed. It's not every single change they're trying to fix or they're investigating, right? But it's a good amount of them. So they've gone through, they've updated this. Just wanted to, push this out there and let it be known that they do have a Trello board. So if you're interested in monitoring this stuff, you can. But it's just basically reiterating some of the things that we talked about with the COD updates, them investigating the audio issues, the instant ADS issue. They do also say players may notice their profile level in the main menu is mismatched, and they're also, actively still looking into the operator skin not unlocking when you go through and you reach level 20. Some players are still having that bug as well. So I imagine this will continue to be updated throughout the week and going into weekend 2. And of course, I'll be covering any of the new changes and any actual updates that do end up going out throughout the beta. So if you want to guarantee you're up to date with that alongside everything else going on in COD, be sure to hit that subscribe button on your way out. And of course, if you enjoyed the video, a like rating is always really appreciated. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in. And until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you later. Peace out.